Our team has sold over a whopping $225 million in premium just last year alone, and over 7,000 salespeople have been paid. Whether you're a single mom, a grocery bagger, work at the junkyard, a successful doctor looking to make passive income, or an executive tired of the 9-to-5 BS, we're here to interview top producers and managers to help you accomplish your goals and dreams.
All right, guys. This will be a damn treat, that's for sure. So welcome to this podcast. I got Justin and Gabriel with me. Why don't y'all introduce yourself? Start with you, Justin.
Hey guys, I'm Justin Harris.
What's up? Where you from, Justin?
Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. All right, go ahead, Gabriel.
Gabriel Solar from Miami, Florida as well. Yes, sir.
Oh, those are other glasses?
Yes.
Oh, okay, what was the difference between those and the other ones?
Frameless.
Oh, damn. Those look really good, bro. You look sharp.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get right to it. How old are you, Justin?
23.
23. What was your first job at 18?
I was working at Home Depot.
Home Depot, doing what?
I was a stalker.
Got it. How long did you work there?
Maybe a year and a half.
All right, what were you getting paid there?
About 18 an hour.
About 18 an hour.
Yeah.
So what'd you make a year there?
Oof.
30, 40 grand?
Yeah, around
From that
there.
ballpark? Okay. And then how long you been in life insurance?
I've been 18 months.
Okay. What'd you make your first year in life insurance?
It was around 80 grand.
Okay. So double your income.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about you, Gabriel? How long you been in life insurance?
So I've been licensed since December of 2022, but I didn't really take the business serious until August of this year, of
Okay.
2024.
Okay.
So been like actively producing since August of 2024. Prior to this, I was working in like fine dining restaurants, hospitality, making like $1,000 to $1,500 a week.
Got it.
Doing all right.
Who'd you work for?
It's this restaurant in Miami. They're actually a chain. It's called Novikov.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so here's the struggle, right? And how old are you?
23.
23. Okay. So the struggle is, were you always, Justin, when you were working at Home Depot stocking the shelves, were you thinking about like being an independent entrepreneur, or were you just trying to figure out a way to make money?
I knew I wanted to do something. I didn't know it was going to be insurance.
But did you know you want to do something like you want to run a business, be an
Yeah.
entrepreneur? You didn't want to have a job.
Of course.
Okay. And where did you get that from? Like, I didn't think that at 18.
It was from
19.
my dad. He's an entrepreneur as well.
What's your dad do?
He has a business in Costa Rica. He has a hotel, a house. He rents out the hotels and
Costa
all that.
Rica is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, is that where you all from?
No, I'm from Florida.
You're from
Originally,
Florida.
yeah.
So how did he end up in Costa Rica?
He just ended up wanting to go over there.
Really?
Yeah.
How long has he been there for?
It's been about 2 years now.
Got it. Do you go by him by himself?
Yeah, by himself.
Got it. Okay. How about you, Gabriel? Why did you decide you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
Since I was a kid, I knew I wanted to get into entrepreneurship and business. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but same thing for my father. Like he was an entrepreneur, business owner, and I knew, one way or another, I was going to figure it out. I just needed the right opportunity. And it's crazy how over time and as you grow, especially being a young guy, you realize like to be successful, it's not necessarily looking for the next thing or doing more, it's doing less.
Mm-hmm.
And can't question the life insurance industry, man. It's been around for a while and it's not going anywhere. So I feel very confident, doing this for the rest of my life, if that's the case.
Okay. So a couple things we're going to talk about. Number one is how do we get more people? Okay. How many agents do you have in your team right now, Justin?
37.
37. How much volume do y'all do a month?
It is exactly 140.
Okay, 140. So how many of them write business every month?
Oh, wow. About 12 to 15.
Okay. So if it's 12 to 15, the average agent, how much do you do a month?
I do around 20 to 25.
Okay. And how much do you do a month?
In December, I did 46.
Okay. Why do you think you do more than him?
He focuses more on recruiting, and I focus more on producing. I only have 2 agents.
Yeah.
He has like 30.
Okay.
I think, you only have 24 hours in the day, and you have to focus on things. Not that you can't do both, but I've just focused a little bit more on individually producing, and he's focused more on recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who do you think, if you recruit somebody between the two of you, who do you think they'd be more attracted to?
Me.
Why?
Because they're trying to follow
You sell more. No, you sell more. No less words. You need less words.
Right.
Confucius. I
Right.
love you, but you need less words. I sell more.
Right.
I sell more. There'll be more. I sell more. Right. So let me help you all out a little bit. I got my license in 08, and I sold a ton. And then a guy said to me, "Are you going to be recruiting or selling?" I said, "Both." And he said, "What you just said is funny." He goes, "There's only so many hours in the day." And I said, "I know that, dude, but I'm going to sell more than everybody else. And then I'm going to scream about how much I'm selling. And then I'm going to, because at the end of the day, it's also, what are you netting? What are you making? Because if you go and do 40 grand a month and you net 20 grand on that, make 240. And if you got 5 agents and those 5 agents do 10 grand a month, that's 50. And if you're like, man, I'm making 20 points, that's 10 G. Like, you can make pretty decent money with a very small team.
Right.
It's understanding that, and it's a lot of work, and it is a lot of work. And you guys are in a place in your lives where you can work a lot because you have nothing holding you back.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense? Now, the good news is you've been able to attract a lot of people in the business, which is good. Why do you think you've been able to recruit a lot of people?
I just know a lot of people. Word of mouth.
Well, a lot of people know a lot. A lot of people know a lot of people. Why have you recruited them? A lot of people know a lot of people. How have you been able to recruit them?
I try to get one person successful and then help them make money, and then they're going to tell 3 of their friends, they make money, and then it's a snowball effect from there.
How come you're not afraid to recruit them?
Because I love doing it.
But why aren't you afraid? You have no concern, no apprehension, no fear. How come?
Because FFL is the best place.
I'd agree with that. But you don't have any fear in your ability to talk to them, and you don't feel bad about if they succeed or not. You're going to do the best you can.
Exactly, yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of people fall short. And I think also for you guys, and you're both different, right? And that's good. There's so many different ways to arrive at the exact same place. So that's what freaks me out about people. I'm like, dude, there's a lot of ways. Like when you say you're going to work more and work less, you'll still end up working a lot, you know, if you want to build something massive. But you'll be doing things you enjoy doing. Right. And you won't be running around to just pay your bills. Right. And that's where life changes. So that's why it was hard for people to compete with me, because the money was going to be the money. I just wanted to see other people win. But you have to, like, from a social media standpoint, what has been the best thing you've done to recruit people?
Literally, it's just been word of mouth. My social media isn't nothing crazy. I have 1,000 followers, maybe. I just love talking to people.
Our whole team has built off strictly word of mouth.
Okay.
We made the choice this trip that we're going to get serious about social media.
Yeah. And here's the thing is that if people just knew about this opportunity, I think that's what gets me. If they knew, and they don't, and that's the struggle, like they don't know. And because we, all of us, don't do a good enough job collectively recruiting, or everybody would know about it, right? And I think when we launched company, I said within 10 years, I wanted to be a household name. Now, I didn't think I was going to be Home Depot. It wasn't going to be Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? But I wanted to be what I wanted is the majority of people in the life insurance space to know who we are. And I do think the majority of people in the life insurance space know who we are. So now we got to go, how do we get a larger percentage of people in America that they're not in insurance, to know about us? Because if every 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old knew, hey, you know what? If I'm willing to call people up, I give myself some leads, I go make myself 80, 90, 100, 150, 200 grand a year, part-time, full-time, there's no obligation, get my insurance license. Because you guys don't know, this is the first thing, it's good that you've done it, but the barrier of entry is very low here because you don't need to spend any money.
Yeah,
you have to get your insurance license. We pay for the course. You have to pay a state, whatever, whatever the fee is, and you have your insurance license. But you guys, and again, word of mouth will take you so far. But think about the word of mouth through social media, and the post you have to make, and the things you say, like, and they have to be aggressive. Like, what percentage of people, like, if you sell when you sold 40-something thousand last month, if you look at the insurance industry as a whole, you took all the insurance producers that sold the policy in December, where would you be percentage-wise? Like, would you be top 10%, 20%, 40%? Where would you be issuing almost 50 grand a month? Do you know?
I believe the 5%.
You'd be top 1%.
1%?
You're better than 99% of people out there.
Really?
If you look at the stats through Limmer and look what people do, yes. And actually at FFL, we tend to have all the really good. So if you sell a lot of life insurance, you should work here. Because like our leaderboard is so different. It's so regular here. So it seems weird to you because you're like, dude, here. But I'm like, no, in the industry, you're top 1%. Yeah. So you say that when you're recruiting. You've recruited a boatload of people and you sell. Mm-hmm. So you talk about my ability to put 30 people in a business, get this many paid, and know your numbers like the back of your hand so you can spit them out whenever somebody asks you. I've done this much. I've sold this much. I recruited this much. Like, people have to know who you are. And then you got to be bold about it. You've got to be bold. Like, for me, you have to make the decision to be really, you're on to something when people start talking shit about it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's when you know you're on to something. You guys start engaging on social media on a daily basis and putting your stuff out there, and you can get aggressive with anything you want. My deal early on was I did this campaign that said when you should quit. And I'd get on like Monday, be like, hey man, if you're selling and you ain't got leads, you should quit. Then I get on Tuesday, I'd be like, if you work for a guy and he don't sell nothing, you should quit. And I get on Wednesday, I'd be like, if you don't have a bonus, like, and everything was you should quit, you should quit. I started going, Wednesday's a great day to quit because you got middle of the week. Friday's a good day to quit. You got 3 days off, just talking shit. And that really picked up. People are like, hey, you should quit guy. I'm like, yeah, did you quit yet? You should join us. Like, you got to quit the company you're at right now. To the point where everybody was freaking out. And then it was like, I knew I was onto something because I'm like, people wouldn't be so concerned. And then what happens when you do that? People market you. So if you start doing it, then people will go, all right, did you see what he posted, talking shit? And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll go look at what Justin posted. I'll look at what Gabriel posted because they're talking shit about it. And that's our best marketing is our alleged competitors because they spend so much time telling people why they shouldn't come work with us. And a lot of people are like, dude, I've been in the business 2 days, I don't even know who they are. They look us up, they're like, I'm going to go work over there. I make more money over there. But you've got to get aggressive.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about net, because that's what pays your bills. And that's what's going to pay their bills as well. Because you guys want to be able to hire every 21, 22-year-old, but every 35-year-old too, every 40-year-old, anybody that's willing to go work hard and make money.
Yep.
All right, so if I were to ask you one thing you've done in sales that's changed your business, if I were to say, hey, Gabriel, give everybody one thing that had you not done it, you wouldn't be selling 40, 50 grand a month.
Stop trying to sell your clients and let them sell you. Ask the right questions, and the quality of your life and your sales process will completely change. If you can just ask the right questions.
Give us a couple of right questions.
Shawn, so when you were looking at this ad and you looked at this video online and you filled out this form, what made you click on the ad? What made you so interested in filling out this request for insurance?
I was worried about my kids. I'll make sure they're okay if something happened to me.
Okay, you're worried about your kids. I mean, do you have anything currently in place to help take care of those kids? Is that the reason you filled out the form?
A little bit through work, but nothing crazy.
Okay, you have some insurance through work. Are you confident that if something happened to you tomorrow, tonight, let's not even get too dramatic. Let's not say you were to pass away. You just couldn't work. You're in the hospital an extended period of time. You think your kids are going to be able to stay in the house?
No.
What, you think that work insurance is going to be able to take care of you?
No. I don't really trust my employer and what they're doing anyway. They change stuff all the time.
That makes sense. Is that the reason you filled out the form?
That's exactly why I fill it out.
Okay, awesome.
So it's just having the right presumptiveness, the right posture to ask good questions, right?
Yep.
And knowing that you can't be uncomfortable. A lot of times we don't ask the question, we don't want the answer.
Yep.
So it's like when you finally become, I don't care what the answer is, I'm going to ask it anyway. I'm going to handle anything you say to me because I don't give a damn, right? It does not matter to me. How about you, sales? What's something that you've done that helped your sales?
So I would say finding out their why. What triggered them to fill out the application on life insurance, mortgage protection, really whatever it is. Just find out why they want to get it.
So what do you say? So you're trying to figure out the why. What do you say?
Just like Gabriel said, he said, if you're going to ask them a question, like dig deep into their questions. Like ask them why you want to fill this out. What really triggered you to, fill it out.
Some people, they like to, get on the internet late at night and fill out forms, but the majority don't.
Well,
So-
I think even if you do that, that was what people say to me too. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm an old school. A lead's a lead. It don't matter to me.
Yep.
You can write somebody's name and date of birth in the back. I'm gonna deliver it to their house and be like, this you right here, right? Good. Let me take my shoes off. Like, I'm in. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But I think even if you're looking at it late, no matter what, there's something in the back of your mind that made you nervous. There's some reason that you were like, I didn't know what the hell it was. You did not click on it. You know what I mean? I have never. Let's see. Let's use a sport. I skied a couple times in my life. My mom had no money. We didn't go skiing. People are like, you go up skiing? No, skiing's fucking expensive, dude. No, we never went skiing. I've never clicked on an ad about skiing once. Never one time at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, I would never want to ski ever again in my life, and I'm probably never going to, but shit, let me click on that. I would never do that. That would make absolutely no sense. Nobody's that bored. So they had some kind of concern, and I think that's the attitude. When you go in with that right attitude of, you know what, dude, you're the one that did this. And I used to always say it to people, like, I draw it out in the sales. I'd be like, here's the lead, here's a little stick figure, this is you. They wanted the insurance, we introduced you, and they said no. So it's you, and it's okay, but like we just got to figure out, because it's your posture. Because what you don't understand about life, what you have to understand about life insurance, I should say, is it's the most selfless thing anybody can ever buy.
Yep.
Ever. There's nothing else where you're like, I'm buying this, and I will not be here to see the benefit of it.
Exactly.
I won't be. And giving people credit for that, like you're buying something that's going to benefit other people, and you'll be gone. But but being able to have those conversations with people, and if you have a straight, because if now, let's go back to our role-playing deal, if I'm worried about my kids, I don't want somebody weak. Because if I think you're afraid to ask me questions, or you seem ambivalent, or you seem scared, shit, what happens if something happens to me? Are my kids going to even get the money?
Yep.
That's subconsciously what I'm thinking.
Yep.
You give me strength, that puts me at ease, that makes me want to do business with you. Because what is every client afraid of? Being lied to.
Yep.
Being manipulated, being taken advantage of. So that's why people would say to me, man, how'd you sell that guy a policy? He was, $480 a month. I'm like, dude, that was easy. You're like, I can't believe it'd be that much. I'm like, with all your medical conditions? I said, sir, with all due respect, if I owe the insurance company, I would never issue a policy. I'd find the healthy people. I'm not being rude, sir. I'm not mad at you at all, and I love you, and I hope you live as long as you want to live. But good Lord, I'm answering yes to about everything.
Yep. That's
why it's $480. But you're still going to get whatever, $50,000. I wouldn't give you $50,000 for $400. I just don't think the numbers. But being honest with people, because you're not misleading them when you're that brutally honest. They're like, oh, dude, that guy's not. He's not lying to me. He's not full of it, right? So, all right. When you're looking to recruit somebody, you say it's word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for in people?
Athletes.
Okay.
If you played a sport before, you know what hard work is. That's what you need for this business.
Got it. So it's funny. We used to run the very first ad we ran at FFL ever, and ran it forever, was now hiring athletic military experience required. And that was it. And people would call up. They'd be like, hey, how you doing? What's up? And they're like, hey, good. And responding to your ad, I'm like, cool. And they're like, I played ball. I'm in the military. And I'm like, cool, you'll be a perfect fit. And they're like, well, what is it? And I'm like, perfect fit for you, bro. Here's what we do. Boom, we protect people. Here's what we do. Here's how we do it. Yep. But I'm a big on team as well, because you need, I think, and again, doesn't mean everybody that works here, athlete, not athlete, but for you, and also it's what you understand. So you can communicate with people. Like I wasn't in the military. I just knew there was structure. So I'm like, okay, but I played ball my whole life. So I was like, okay, cool. I understand that, but I don't know that I understand the military, but I understood the structure of it, the team. When you're talking to somebody, what is something they'll say that'll make you not want to work with them?
They're lazy.
Well, if they're talking, how can they tell? You can just tell by the way they're talking, or?
Yeah, like if maybe I'll see if I want to do it, maybe if I have time. If they don't want to do it instantly, I don't want to work with you, because you're going to take too long. You're going to get 10 no-shows a day, then you're going to quit. Mm-hmm. I don't need someone that's not like hardworking, dedicated. That's why we want athletes.
Mm-hmm. People that keep moving.
Exactly.
How about you? What are you looking for? And some of you hired a few, but what are you looking for in people you hire?
Honestly, at this point, I think moving forward, I want to focus on people that are either already in sales or have some form of entrepreneurial background. They started a business, failed, whatever it may be. But if you're working at McDonald's, at least for this year, I don't think I want to, give you too much of my time, just because there's like business development, and in this business, it's a mirror. It's crazy how you can compare it so much to sports, right? There's business development, and then there's personal development, and either one can limit you. So, I think for my goals this year, to be able to produce at the level I want and build the team that I want without recruiting, 100 people, spending a bunch of time getting them, I think I want to focus on people that are serious about changing their lives, because this does not require talent. Anybody can do it.
Correct.
And It's about your demeanor.
What if you, okay, so, and again, I hired anybody. And what I mean by that was I didn't get in your way of getting an insurance license. But I was really focused on who I spent time with. Exactly. Now, you could have worked at Home Depot. You could have worked at McDonald's, Smoothie King. You could have been CEO of a company. If you're putting in work and you're having results, I'll work with you. Yep. Don't care what your background was. Doesn't matter to me at all. But I also didn't waste my time. What I mean by that was where recruiting becomes uncomfortable for a lot of people is they keep talking to the same people about the same things and nothing changes.
Yep.
And for me, like with your agents, one of the things you need to say when you go back is, hey guys, I'm not mad at anybody. But if you're full-time and you're not issuing at least $15,000 a month, you have to get a job. And you don't have to get a job because somebody mean. You're not making any money.
Yeah.
Because I take $15,000 advancement. I can show you that you're so and it's fear of loss. And people would say to me, you really think I get a job? I'm like, I'm just telling you that's my advice. I don't want you to be in a bad position.
Yep.
You're choosing not to issue a certain number. You're not making any money. And I don't want to lie to you either. Yep. Like I can pretend it's going great if you want. Like we can say it's going great and it's awesome and we can smile at each other. But I can do leaderboards and we can have trainings, but you're not making any money.
Yep.
And I think that got a lot of people going on. Andrew said earlier we're doing a podcast and when we started the company, I said if you didn't write $10,000 in a week, you had to quit. And he would get like mad at me because he'd be like, I'm like, dude, I'm not mad. I'm just saying like we were just trying to survive and I was trying to make $10K like a normal deal. Now, should I have said it that way? I don't know. Yes, no. We all evolve. It was 11 years ago. Probably not the greatest choice of words. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that you never know. The thing about this business is you never know. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You don't know who's going to do it and you don't know who's not going to do it. Mm-hmm. That I'm telling you. You can say whatever you want. I promise you're not going to know. So it's really just, and once you jump on social media and really push and start doing content on a daily basis and showing, they will start to come to you, which is pretty refreshing because now you get to kind of go, damn, I got 15 people in my DMs about what we're doing. I can kind of go through this now and send them back and see, hey, to your point, did they respond? Did they get right? What are they doing? Do they want to do it? And then you kind of figure out what kind of synergy. What have you thought about? Because guess what? There might be a guy at McDonald's who's like, dude, I want to build something. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And you might go, you know what, dude, you have to learn a lot of that on your own. Let's go sell a bunch of insurance. And he might just come out or she might just come out and kill it. Because also, you can't put a price tag on people that have been through shit either.
Yep.
You can't. I was reading this. True. I was talking to a guy the other day, actually, and he's played in the NFL, and he's like, dude, I knew I was in trouble because they had never had mayonnaise sandwiches. And I'm like, and I heard it on a podcast, another guy said it. And then I ate mayonnaise sandwiches when I was a kid. Because my mom would have, mayonnaise is cheap. We'd have Miracle Whip, which is mayonnaise, right? I didn't like Hellmann's like Miracle Whip. And then like bread. And if we didn't have no money, like you were hungry, you just took the bread, put the mayonnaise on it, and ate it. Like we didn't have tons of food. There was no pantry. We had a 1-bedroom apartment. Like and the guy was talking. He's like, yeah, man, like they ain't never had no damn mayonnaise sandwich. Like they go home, they got a pantry full of food. They got another room full of food. They got a media room. They're hanging out. I can't. They're gonna do just enough. And a lot of times, the people that have starved before, once they start to eat, and they eat because of what they've done, man, it's pretty crazy. So I'm looking forward to what you're both going to do. You're both going to kill it. You're both super sharp. You're great people to be around. I'm excited to have you working with us. We're going to play some ball next week. So we're going to see how this. Yeah, you're on my team, fool. Oh. Why would I not want to do that? You're already on my team. You said you were good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm a really good coach, bro. I'm a really good coach, so you'll be great. I have no doubt you'll get what you want to get this year out of the company, and you'll get it out of yourself and for other people. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I can tell you is the first time you start having people that you recruited that are selling $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, the way it makes you feel and the things they do in their lives because of you didn't do it, you just recruited them into it and gave them an opportunity.
Exactly.
And when you do that, dude, it's game changing. So, all right. So if there are people watching and they're already watching your social media and they're seeing it and they want to work with you, how do they get a hold of you, Justin?
You can hit me up directly through Instagram. It is Justin Harris, 2 J's.
Got it. How about you, Gabriel?
You can follow me on Instagram at GLOOKS_27, Glooks, like good looks.
Of course, we got that.
27. You could also text me directly at 305-753-1994.
I love that. Do you want to give me your cell number or no?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You sure?
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
it.
What is it?
It is 786-627-7934.
He's going to get hit on.
Dude, whatever, man. You got the good looks title and you want him to get hit on. So life is really good. Well, hey, hit him up for whatever reason you want, but they can definitely talk to you about making money. You guys are, hey, I'm telling you, I'm excited for both of you. I appreciate being in business with both of you. And
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this. This is huge. You're going to help a lot of people. And you're going to change a lot of lives, man. Because a lot
Thank
of
you
people
for
don't
having
know that
this
development.
opportunity available for us, man. We're grateful for sure.
No.
Extremely grateful.
You
yeah.
got it, man. I'm grateful to be here with both of y'all. So appreciate you guys. Thanks.